You're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead, who is very much alive, so go figure. Enjoy!
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called 3 Dead Trick-or-Treaters. This is from Candle Flame Films, and it's written, directed, and edited by Torrin Langdon. This movie is a horror anthology that follows this paperboy that stumbles upon these 3 dead trick-or-treaters' graves, and attached to each one of the headstones, a cross actually, is a story that is written by this deranged, kind of out of his mind writer who's, you know, deep into his craft, you know, his writing, and he's kind of gone mad and he's writing these stories, and each one that he's reading you see the story happening. But of course the paperboy doesn't realize that he is actually in his own story, which is actually the wraparound of the entire anthology. I'm going to be very vague about these descriptions, about the you know, the stories that I'm going to tell, because they're not very long, and the whole thing is done with no dialogue, and you know, so they have to go based on reactions and what's going on in the scene. But the first one's called Fondue, and it's basically just these 2 people going trick-or-treating to a house, and in a very different kind of way. Again, very vague, but you know, that's what that was about. Next one, I don't remember the title, to be honest, but it's basically it's Prepare for Exodus, and they go and pick out these people and they're going to burn them at the stake. That's all I can say about that one. Another one is called Stash, and it's with these trick-or-treaters. They decide they're going to stash their candy in the woods in like a hole, and one of the trick-or-treaters actually ate his candy, and he's kind of like, you know, kicked out of the group, and they're starving, they're homeless, and they find other ways to satisfy their hunger. And the last one is called Delivery, which is very vaguely put. It is 2 policemen that make extra money another way, not according to the law. I'm sorry I had to be so vague about those. I don't want to give anything away. I know the whole point of this is to review them, so you know, I'm going to do my best, the best I can about it. To be honest, this movie really didn't you know, catch my attention that great, that much. I did watch it. I didn't check my phone during it at all. I think it looked fantastic. I love the atmosphere of it. It has no dialogue, like I said, which is another great way to, you know, put a new twist on you know, newer horror movies, and especially a horror anthology. I thought that was a great idea. But I think that's what was missing with this. There's no dialogue at all, except for screaming, and which doesn't count really. And there's a record playing, but you can't understand the words. It's kind of mumbled a little bit. And then there's the police, they have something come on the CB radio, and you can't understand that. So not really even dialogue. You can't understand it. But I think no dialogue kind of really took away from the movie. And I know it might be a little artsy to it, and you know, and again, I think it's a great idea, but I just don't think it really worked for me. I think I need the dialogue. I need the you know, the music. There was some music, but I don't think it was enough for me. I don't know. I do think that some of the music that was in this, that was used, was done very well. Like especially the intro. I think the music for that was fantastic. I was like jamming along with it. Like it was done, I don't know, it was just awesome. I really liked it. And like I said, it's, you know, has that fall feel to it. You know, it's Canadian, and you know, it has the fall feel to it, and the leaves everywhere. It's very beautiful atmosphere. It's not like your traditional 80s Halloween or anything like that. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely like a Halloween, but it's not like overdone where it's, you know, in your face. Here's decorations out the ass where everything is decorated. It's like there's this house that's decorated with Halloween, you know, decorations, and you can tell they're homemade, and you know, but there's just like a couple here and there, and it kind of works. It's not like I said, it's not like thrown in your face, which we all love the 80s look. We all love, having, all the 80s stuff in our faces, or even, 90s. We just love having Halloween in our face, but this, it's not thrown in our face. So that, with that respect, it's nice too. As much as I love Halloween and I love seeing that, but to me, just seeing the fall, especially with, for me personally, it seems like fall right now is like non-existent. It's just going right into winter without the snow. It's nice to actually see the fall in a movie, but that's another subject. Now, being that there is no dialogue, I guess it's kind of weird to say that it sounded good, but the atmosphere that you're supposed to be feeling and, kind of interpreting through their actions and that, I think their actions played it well. You can tell what they're thinking. It's kind of strange, but you could tell exactly what they're thinking, what they want somebody to do, things like that. So they did that very well. I do believe that the actors pulled it off. I knew exactly what was going on. Like I said, what they were thinking, what they wanted to do, things like that. I think the stories, though, were a little weak, to be honest. I left confused after a few of them, and the only one that I kind of thought was kind of terrifying, believe it or not, was the wraparound. I think the wraparound was, and again, I can't say, but the ending of that, to me personally, is terrifying. And so bravo with that. Usually the wraparound one is the least one that you like. It's usually not the one that's the best one, but to me this wraparound one was the best one. And the thing is, though, you can't really call it, it's an anthology, but none of them really go together. It's like usually they're all linked somehow. The only way these are all linked is that it's a writer writing them and this guy's reading them. But none of them really go together. It's really not even that long a movie. It's only 74 minutes, not even an hour and a half. So it goes by rather quickly. And this is region A, B, and C, so region free. And it does have a DVD and a Blu-ray in here, so either one works for you. And here is the artwork on the front cover, and I love this artwork. I think this artwork is fantastic. I love it. It's so good. And in the back of it here, orange just pops. Orange is an awesome cover, and actually has a reversible cover here, which is also very, very cool. Very cool. That would be an awesome poster to have. But I honestly, I think this one's the best one, to be honest. It has like an old school feel to it, and I really like it. And in here, we have the Blu-ray and the DVD, and to be honest, this is exactly what artwork I would have on which disc it is on. I would have this artwork on the DVD, and I'd have this one on the Blu-ray. I just think that fits it very well. Also, you get this little insert here, and it opens up, and it has like a little note kind of thing from the author and everything, and from Tyler Baptist from the Videonomicon, and so not from the writer or anything, but like from Videonomicon, and pretty cool. I like the imagery. I like the font and everything. I really do. And Videonomicon has a really cool intro in the beginning of the film as well. So it's pretty cool, and they have trailers on here as well in the special features, and they have some pretty cool looking shot on video looking releases. And here's the special features. If you would like to pause it now and check them out, you may. One thing I also really like is that they went with the clear case. I really think that if this was in a blue case, I really don't think it'd be too eye appealing. I think with the orange, cover and a clear case, I think it pops. I think it gets your attention more. It's kind of like you eat with your eyes before you actually taste your meal. It's like one of those, like, if the meal doesn't look appealing to you, you're not going to want to eat it. So if the movie, the cover, the case doesn't look appealing to you, you're not going to really want to pick it up and watch it. That's why so many movies in the 80s have such amazing covers, and the movies are horrible, but they're fun. They have that nostalgic feel to it. And that's, to me, I didn't really enjoy this movie. I appreciate it. I appreciate what they tried to do, and you know, I know there's going to be people that like this out there. I know there is people that like this out there. For me personally, it just didn't grab me. So would I recommend this? I guess if you want to go for the Halloween atmosphere, if you want to see something different, a different kind of horror anthology, if you want to see a horror movie that has no dialogue, and you know, so this is it for you. This is the one. And you know, again, for the atmosphere alone, I think it's worth it. But that be it for me. That's all I would recommend it for. But you know, so it wasn't a hit for me, but it might be for you. So if you're interested in this movie, I'll put a link below where you can check it out. Also, a trailer will be below if you want to check out the trailer. And give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, and follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. And that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.